My dear child, think of your life like building a really cool fort. You start with just a few blankets and chairs, but then you add more and more stuff, and it becomes something amazing. I'm watching you build, always there, like the grown-up who brought you the extra pillows. You're a special builder, and the fort you make is just for you. And what you add to it matters. Don't think your fort is too small or not cool enough. It's perfect just the way it is. Sometimes you might feel a little worried or confused, like when your fort starts to wobble or you can't find the flashlight. But those worries are just like shadows from outside. You have smarts inside you, like a secret building plan, that can help you fix anything that goes wrong. Trust what you know, be kind to yourself, and let your ideas show you how to make your fort even better. Building can be noisy sometimes, with you moving chairs and rustling blankets. Try to listen to your quiet thoughts, the ones that tell you if the doorway is too small or if you need more support on one side. Find some quiet moments in your day, like when you're sitting inside your fort looking out. Being alone with your thoughts helps you figure things out and feel calm. Building isn't always easy. Sometimes the blankets slip, or a chair falls over, or your little brother tries to wreck it. Don't be scared of the hard parts, because that's how you learn to build stronger and smarter. Every time you fix something that breaks, you become an even better builder. It's okay if your fort isn't perfect. That's part of the fun of building. Remember that everyone who plays in your fort is connected. You need each other to have the best time. What you do affects everyone else, like if you share your snacks or let someone else help build. Try to be kind and helpful, because that makes the fort a fun place for everyone. Try to see the good in everyone who wants to play, even if they build forts differently than you. You can learn from each other. Don't try to make your fort exactly like someone else's fort. Your fort is special because it's yours, even if it's not the biggest or fanciest. You don't need to have the most blankets or the coolest chairs to have the best fort. Be happy with what you have, and be proud of what you create. It's okay if your fort is different. That's what makes it awesome. Sometimes it feels like building time is going by super fast, and you want to add everything at once. But try to enjoy each step of building, like draping a blanket just right, or making a secret entrance. Pay attention to what you're doing right now. Those little steps are what make building so much fun. Don't wait until your fort is finished to be happy. Enjoy building it. Being afraid is like thinking there's a monster outside your fort trying to get in. It can stop you from making your fort bigger or trying new ideas. But that monster isn't real. Be brave and try things that make you a little nervous, like making a higher roof or a longer tunnel. That's how you find out how creative you really are. It's okay to ask for help if you're scared, like asking a grown-up to help you reach something high. There are people who care about you and want to help you feel safe in your fort. Saying thank you is like finding an extra special building supply that makes your fort even cooler. Think about all the good things you have for your fort. The blankets, the pillows, the friends who play with you. Focusing on the good things makes you feel happy and grateful. Learning is like figuring out new ways to build forts. It's not just about following instructions. It's about understanding how things work and being curious about building. Ask questions, try different ways to connect the blankets, and it's okay to change your mind about where the door should be. There's always something new to learn about building. It's important to say, "I'm sorry," if you accidentally knock down part of someone else's fort or take their favorite pillow without asking. It's also important to forgive yourself when you make a building mistake. Holding on to grumpy feelings is like leaving a hole in your fort where the cold air comes in. Let go of being mad. Saying sorry helps everyone get back to building and having fun. You have a special feeling inside you, like a blueprint for the perfect fort. Learn to trust that feeling. If something feels wrong with your fort, like it's not sturdy enough, it probably isn't. Listen to that inner builder. You're good at something when it comes to building forts. Maybe you're good at making it cozy, or making secret passageways, or telling stories inside. Don't hide what you're good at. Share your skills with your friends. Doing what you enjoy makes building even more fun. What you think about can change how your fort turns out. If you think you're going to build an awesome fort, you probably will. Think about all the cool things you want your fort to have, not about it falling down. Believe you can build something amazing. Your thoughts are like the tools you use to build. Finding out what kind of fort builder you are is like trying out all sorts of different fort styles. It takes time to figure out if you like tall forts or secret forts or forts with lots of rooms. Be patient with yourself. It's okay to change your mind about what kind of fort you like building. There's no rush, just enjoy experimenting. Being kind when you're building forts is super important. Help someone else with their fort, share your extra blankets, and say nice things about their building skills. Kindness makes building forts more fun for everyone. Love is like the cozy feeling inside your fort when you're with your friends. Love building, love the people you build with, love the feeling of being safe and comfortable inside. Let love guide your building. You're never really alone when you're building forts. I'm always here. And there are lots of other people who like building and creating things too. If you need help reaching a high shelf for more blankets, ask. People want to help you make your fort dreams come true. You are loved very much, like every single blanket in your special fort. Keep trying new building ideas, keep learning new fort tricks, keep being kind to your fellow builders, and keep shining your imagination light on your fort. Your building journey is special. Enjoy every moment of creating. Building forts has exciting parts and maybe some frustrating parts, like when it keeps falling down. Don't just try to have only the easy parts. The tricky parts help you learn to build better. It's okay to feel frustrated sometimes. Learn to be patient and keep trying, like a master fort builder. Don't try to make your fort exactly like a fort you saw in a movie. Your fort is special because it's yours. Focus on making your fort the best it can be, not on being perfect. Little additions and changes are still making your fort better. Every amazing fort started with just one blanket. Your ego is like that little voice that sometimes wants to brag about having the biggest fort or the most secret room. Try to listen to the kinder voice that reminds you that it's more fun when everyone feels good about their forts. Remember, everyone's fort is special, not just yours. Helping others with their forts is even more rewarding than just making your own look good. The world outside your fort is amazing too. Spend time looking at the trees, the sky, the clouds. They can give you ideas for your next fort. Take care of the things around you, just like you take care of your fort. Having friends to build forts with is really important. Build with people who make you feel good and who have fun ideas. Share your plans, listen to their ideas, and help each other make even cooler forts. Building with friends makes the whole experience better. It's super fun to create things for your fort. Draw pictures to hang on the walls. Make up stories to tell inside. Build furniture out of pillows. Let your imagination run wild like you're exploring a brand new world inside your fort. Making things lets you show everyone how creative you are. It's okay if your fort isn't perfect, or if it falls down sometimes. Really, that's how you learn what makes a fort strong. Don't be afraid to try new building techniques, because they might not work perfectly the first time. Think of mistakes as building lessons. Don't worry too much about having lots of fancy building materials. Sometimes the simplest forts are the most fun. Be happy with the materials you have and use your creativity to make something amazing. Taking deep breaths is like a secret building trick to calm down if your fort collapses. When you feel frustrated, take some slow, deep breaths. It really helps you feel better and ready to rebuild. Words are like the tools you use to communicate with your fellow builders. Use them to be kind and helpful. Don't say mean things about someone's fort. Be honest and speak up if something isn't working right in your fort. Building a fort is like a dance where sometimes you're working really hard, and sometimes you're just relaxing inside enjoying it. Do your best to build something great, but also remember to enjoy the time you spend in your creation. Don't spend too much time thinking about the forts you built in the past or worrying about the forts you'll build in the future. Focus on building and enjoying this fort right now, in this moment. There are enough blankets and chairs for everyone to build amazing forts. Don't be greedy and try to keep all the good stuff to yourself. Share your materials and help others build their dream forts too. Making up songs or stories inside your fort is like adding special magic to it. Let your imagination soar and fill your fort with fun and creativity. Helping other people build their forts is a great way to feel good about yourself. Offer to hold a blanket or suggest a new way to make a doorway. Don't forget to have fun while you're building. Laugh at silly mistakes, make funny noises, and enjoy the process of creating something awesome. Being playful makes building even better. Thinking about amazing buildings and structures in the world can give you even more ideas for your forts. Let your imagination be inspired by the world around you. Sharing stories and adventures inside your fort is what makes it a special place. Listen to your friends' stories and create your own fort tales. Sharing experiences makes your fort even more meaningful. Building a fort is an amazing adventure with exciting challenges and cozy rewards. Enjoy all of it, believe in your building skills, and know that you're doing a great job at creating and exploring. Subscribe this channel